Hey, so I'm here at the Bosworth Heritage Centre in Leicestershire for the annual Battle of Bosworth event, and I'm here to pose a question. Richard III, great king, bad guy.
Richard III's reign lasted for just 2 years, but his kingship was fraught with unrest, rivalry, and ultimately with his death here at Bosworth, exactly 532 years ago today. Accused of tyranny and being a child murderer, he was also an effective legislator who was a popular king with his subjects in the north. We asked some of the re-enactors here what they thought of Richard.
I think he was the last king to die in combat, and he nearly took the day, so you know, at the end of the day, he's a good guy.
Acknowledged as a good king, denigrated after his death by vested interests. There is no particular evidence from the time that he was a bad guy. He was a standard politician and or political figure from his time period. No better and no worse than anybody else.
He was an effective medieval ruler. If you look at how he behaved in the north, where he ruled for quite a long time. Did you know he invaded Scotland, by the way? Where he ruled for quite a long time. They were sad when he died. It's in the annals of York that show quite clearly that despite the fact that it was a tumultuous time in England, they took the time to record their sadness at his passing. So I think that shows that he was an effective and fair ruler as well, because one of the things that he did when he was in the north was he tried to enforce the rule of law. And obviously this made him unpopular with other nobles, which may be part of the reason why when we get to Bosworth he loses.
Reigned for such a short period of time, it's very, very difficult to judge anybody for that period. Obviously an awful lot of controversy how he became king in the first place, whether it was true or not, we just don't know. And well, he got beaten at Bosworth, so again, didn't really have a chance to make his mark one way or another. The fact that he reigned for such a short period of time and the fact that I think people are still so interested in him does say an awful lot for what he was as a personality.
I'm not sure that he was a great king. He liked to battle, he liked to go to battle, but he wasn't necessarily that interested in the rest of it. He wanted to fight, he didn't like peace.
So Richard III's reputation has been badly damaged by a Tudor propaganda campaign and a Shakespeare play that portrayed him as a murderous hunchback. But you can't ignore the fact that on the 13th of June 1483, during a council meeting, he had Lord Hastings dragged outside and summarily executed. Oh, and there's the thing about the princes in the Tower.
It's one of the problems of history, isn't it, that we try to judge the actions of people who lived hundreds of years ago by the morals of today. It was a different time. People did things differently, and I don't think we should judge him for either dispatching Hastings or indeed the princes in the Tower, just because that's when he lived.
He killed his nephews, or had his nephews killed anyway, if not by his own hands, by an accomplice of his. And I don't care what people say, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and my opinion is, as he is a child murderer.
Really don't think he would have killed his brother's children. He loved his brother, and he was always there for him. He was always there for him in battle. So no, I really don't think that he did it.
He was very badly treated. I don't think, I mean, we don't really know about a lot of what happened, but I think that he certainly wasn't the bad man that he's been painted.
So the good people of Bosworth have spoken, and in their view, Richard III was merely a product of his time. The psychologist Professor Mark Lansdale, in his study of Richard III, decided that he probably wasn't a psychopath. Henry Tudor, now, there's another story. Thanks for watching.
Richard who?